Welcome back to Joe Stunner Boxing. Over in Belfast last night, there was a battle of undefeated female fighters. And it's always good to see two, up-and-comers putting their undefeated records on the line. But occasionally, I'm almost tempted to say a star is born. Do you know what I mean? Because someone just emerges and you think, wow, where the hell did he come from? Or in this case, she come from. Well, the fight was between Ireland's Shauna Browne, who came in with 5 wins, no draws, no defeats. She's got 3 KOs, so she hits pretty hard. She's 30 years old, and she was in against a lady I'd never even heard of, Elif Nur Turhan from Turkey. I think she calls herself the Golden Turkish Warrior or something like that. She's 29, and she came in with 9 wins and 5 KOs, no draws, no defeats. So both these girls, they haven't had many fights, but they've got quite high KO percentages for the female game. As we know, the women's game, it's 2-minute rounds, not 3-minute rounds. So they don't often have enough time to get their work done and stop the opponent. But these two girls can hit hard. And I think they knew each other from the amateurs as well. They were actually on friendly terms. Well, Shauna was the home favourite, obviously. Well, this was in Belfast, Northern Ireland, but Shauna's from Ireland. But if you look at Elif Nur Turhan's record, this was the 5th different country in a row that she fought in. Northern Ireland was the 5th different country. Prior to that, she fought in Turkey, which is her home country. Prior to that, Germany. Before that, Albania, and before that, Macedonia. I think she's also fought in possibly Hungary or somewhere like that. So she's pretty much a road warrior, looking for a big opportunity. The quality of her opposition. She's got a couple of girls on her record who had, good statistical records, but as we know, the gene pool in women's boxing in a lot of these divisions, it's not very deep. These, by the way, are lightweights. I should point that out. Although I believe certainly Elif Nur Turhan has fought down at super featherweight, certainly. Shauna, I think, has been a lightweight for all of her pro career. Again, only 5 fights, but nevertheless, she looked the bigger girl in that ring as they were facing each other. She looked a couple of inches taller, broader in the shoulders. But it was noticeable that Turhan's, I'm almost tempted to use the word serenity. Very, very confident lady. Both of them, during the face-off, Shauna looked all business. She was very, I've seen Shauna fight before. She's come forward, tough girl. Her last fight actually was in Australia, and she won a split decision over 10 rounds to I don't know I can't remember the nationality of the opponent, but she was undefeated. I know that. Whereas Elif Nur Turhan, smaller woman, but nevertheless very, very confident looking. So the bout starts, and they're clearly both come forward girls. Straight away, Shauna's on her. Shauna Browne coming forward, looking to land big punches, looking to push Elif back. Elif, not perturbed at all, used her feet well, moved around, didn't run, but kind of on the back foot, allowing Shauna to come to her. Shauna didn't really land anything. She did let her hands go. And then Elif suddenly sprang into action. And as Shauna was firing, Elif threw a left hook, which clipped Shauna. And she sort of didn't buzz her, but she was like, ooh, what was that? Okay, you want some? I'll come and get you. So she stepped straight back in, Shauna Browne. Elif, lovely use of the feet, moved back to get some space, and then fired another left hook, a second left hook, and the technique was so fantastic. She moved her sort of hips, swung her hips and her shoulders into the hook. It was a long hook, but because of the technique, it didn't lose any power, and it caught Shauna bang on the jaw and put her over. Shauna got up, she was rolling around on the floor. She couldn't, clearly stunned. She got up, didn't really know where she was. She probably knew, well, I'm in a fight. I mean, she wasn't out cold, but the legs didn't look steady, and the ref waved it off after 47 seconds. Now, the reaction of the crowd, I mean, the crowd was stunned, 47 seconds of the first round, and suddenly, I mean, you don't see that many knockouts in women's boxing, but for one girl to knock another out with one punch, and it's not as if she didn't even give Shauna a warning. That first left hook was good, but the second one was an absolute wallop from hell. Down goes Browne on her side, rolls around, tries to immediately get up. Perhaps she got up a bit too quick, I think, but she didn't really know where she was, and the ref called it off. Now, the reaction from Elif afterwards was really telling, because she didn't jump around, she didn't celebrate, she didn't scowl. In a post-fight interview, there was almost a cold-bloodedness to her. She spoke, very respectfully of Shauna, said she knew her. She knows that she's a very good fighter. She said that she's been looking for opportunities, hence the reason she's been jumping from country to country. And, I'm here to take anyone on, anyone. And I believe this might have been an eliminator for a world title. Now, Caroline Dubois is in Elif's weight division. I think Elif, she looks like someone who can get down to super feather, because she's not the biggest looking lightweight. But it was the manner in which she spoke afterwards with such supreme confidence, and very professional, very, no trash talking, no elation, no, it was almost like, this is business and I'm here to do business. I'm here to show you what I'm capable of. Eddie Hearn stepped in and he revealed, Elif didn't speak a word of English. So they had a translator there, but Eddie Hearn steps in and he says that she apparently, Elif Nur Turhan, has been trying to get a gig on one of his shows for about 2 or 3 years. She constantly messages him, constantly wants to get on one of the cards. And Eddie said that Elif and her team have been saying, give us one opportunity, just one, and we'll show you what we can do. Well, did they ever? Did they ever? Against an undefeated, heavy-handed, bigger girl. Northern Ireland isn't quite the Republic, if you know what I mean, but an Irish girl in Belfast, yeah. You could say she had a home advantage. Certainly the crowd were for her. But I'll tell you what, Elif Nur Turhan is going places. I like her attitude. She hits hard, good technique. And I mean, I've never seen her before, so I only saw 47 seconds of her, yesterday. But this girl, watch out for her in the lightweight division. The Turkish Golden Warrior or something, or the Golden Turkish Warrior or something. That's what she calls herself. So look out for her, because I think she could make a splash in the women's game. So did you see this fight? If not, it was on the prelims for the Belfast card, which is still on YouTube. Go and have a look. You won't be disappointed. If you've got a minute to spare, or to be precise, 47 seconds, you might enjoy it. So put the kettle on, go and have a look. But notice the demeanour of Elif. I was really impressed. And Shauna, by the way, can come back. I mean, no big deal. You get starched in a minute. It does happen. She was very gracious afterwards, applauded Elif and shook hands, give her a hug. I think, like I say, I think they know each other. So good luck to Shauna. She can come back. Sometimes you get caught cold. Ain't no big deal. Just, you move on. But let me know what you think. Comments below. Please subscribe to the channel if you know, and hit the like button and spread the word about Joe Stunner Boxing. Thank you very much, as always, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you had a nice weekend, and bye for now.